Hello friends, welcome to all my channel, YouTube channel whose name is all about civil engineering by Praveen Mane. So today, without wasting time, I am going for the session, and today's topic for this video is the most important points for civil engineers. What are the most important points which are required to learn for the civil engineers? For that, so first is the what is BBS? What is BBS means bar bending schedule. It is the process of cutting and bending of steel rod or reinforcement recommended by the structural engineer is known as BBS, that is bar bending schedule. Then why bar bending schedule is important? Because the main purpose of BBS is to clarify the location and nature of the steel rod in the structural member like beam, column, slab, staircase, etc. Another purpose for bar bending schedule is like that is nothing but it is the to know the shape of reinforcement, to know the quantity of steel, how much quantity required for the different structure elements of different structure, then to know the weight of reinforcement, to know the cutting lengths of different rods which are used in the different steel section, that is the in beam, column, slab, and to know the spacing and bending of steel rod at different lengths. So these are the things for which bar bending schedule is required. Now standard sizes of bars available in the market, that is for RCC work, that is the bar standard size of bar available, that is 6 mm, there is mild steel and torch steel 8 mm, 10 mm, 12 mm, 16 mm, 20 mm, 25 mm, 32 mm, 36 mm and 40 mm. But the constructor, if they need, they can give the order to the factory to construct the desired diameter of steel bars according to their design of structure. That sizes may differ, maybe 45 mm, 50 mm, 60 mm, etc. etc. Then now I am telling you the thumb rule for civil engineer. How to, if we anybody is unable to calculate the quantity of steel or calculate the quantity of different steel in a concrete, so what will be the thumb rule for calculation of quantity of steel in a concrete for any building? So this is the thumb rule. This is not accurate, but this may be a sample, or this may be a preliminary step for estimating the steel for preliminary budget, to know the preliminary budget required for your building. So thumb rule is for residential building, steel is used 2.5 to 4.5 kg per feet, and as far as commercial building is concerned, the steel used is 4.5 to 5.5 kg per square feet. Also heavy structure project, it is 8 to 9 kg per square feet. The steel percentage against concrete volume will vary based on the structural element, and the minimum and maximum percentage of the steel utilization are listed below as per IS standard. As per IS standard, with reference to concrete volume, we should provide the steel in the structural member with its percentage of concrete volume. Earlier I have told you regarding the based on the feet or square feet or running feet. Then as far as your concrete volume based steel estimation is as thumb rule is as like for slab, percentage of steel in concrete is 1% of steel for concrete volume. Then as far as beam is concerned, it is 1% to 2% of concrete volume of beam. For column, it is 2.5% of concrete volume of column, and for footing it is 0.85% of concrete volume for footing. Then as for how to calculate, very important, how to calculate the number of floors floor tiles. First calculate the area of floor, see in the figure. So length is 5 meter, breadth is 2 meter, so it will be area of floor is 10 meter square. Calculate the area of one tile, that is the length and breadth, it is 0.3 by 0.3 meter. So area of one tile will be, it is 0.09 meter square. Then number of tiles is equal to floor area divided by area of one tile, that is 10 meter square divided 0.09 meter square, which is equal to number of tiles required is 111 numbers, and size of tile is 300 mm by 300 mm, and size of floor is 5 meter by 2 meter as shown in the figure. Then densities of various construction material. As far as steel density is 7850 kg per cubic meter. Cement, as far as cement is concerned, its density is 1440 kg per cubic meter. As far as brick is concerned, its density is 168082 kg per cubic meter or 1920 kg per cubic meter. Then sand is 1100 to 1600 kg per cubic meter. As far as water is concerned, 1000 kg per cubic meter its density. For RCC, it is 2500 kg per cubic meter, 5% steel. Then PCC, it is 2400 kg per cubic meter. As far as wood is concerned, it is 1100 kg per cubic meter. As far as crushed brick is concerned, 950 to 1250 kg per cubic meter. And also, by the way, here in the same slide, I have shown you the how to use the symbols in building plan or in section. Building plan or in section, we require to use the different symbols for different material. So what are these symbols, how we are representing that material in the section, that I have shown here in the side. As far as soil is concerned, hard core is concerned, mass concrete, reinforced concrete, brick work, then block work as well as stone work. So this will be the symbols for this. We require this symbol generally to show in the sectional elevation or section. So why we need to show this symbol? Because the structural engineer is different and site engineer who is executing the building is different, and executing engineer will know everything about the building to construct the building based on the drawing which he received. They never meet each other. By the way, they can meet once or twice, but daily not possible to meet them, that is the design engineer or and executive engineer. So drawing is very important media for civil engineers. Then clear cover to the reinforcement, it is very easy, and these are most important thing which is used. As far as retaining wall concerned, it is 20 to 25 mm on earth. Footing is concerned, it is 50 mm. Raft foundation, it is 50 mm. Top side. For bottom side and sides of the raft foundation, the clear cover will be 75 mm. For strap beam, it is 50 mm. Strap beam is which is not in contact with the soil, that is called as the strap beam. So then grade beam, grade slab it is 20 mm. For shear wall, it is 25 mm. And as far as beams are concerned, it is 25 mm. Slabs are concerned, normal slabs are concerned 15 mm, and staircases are concerned 15 mm reinforcement cover to the clear cover to the main reinforcement. Then the figure shows, here in the figure shows plan, section and elevation. First is the ground floor plan, then first floor plan, then is the section, and then elevation. So in section, we need to show all the dimension, whatever required to construct a building. We require three quantities, three dimensions of building, that is the length, width and breadth, or length, width, height, or length, width, depth. So two dimension will get from the plan, horizontal plane, and as far as vertical planes are concerned, the section is important. We get the dimension from the section. So we will get the three dimension from the two plans. That is the as far as plan is concerned and section is concerned. As far as elevation is concerned, it is necessary to do not show anything in the elevation, because elevation is only important for the it is important what? It is the architectural aspect, and it shows the beauty of your building. So in elevation, don't show any dimension or don't show anything. Just draw the elevation. That is most important thing. Then this is the again one drawing showing plan, elevation and section. Then this is the drawing showing perspective drawing. This is the 2-point perspective. In the next video, I am explaining what are the different types of perspective, why perspective is necessary, what is mean by perspective drawing, and what is the importance of perspective drawing, and most important, how to draw the perspective point. That is a 1-point perspective, 2-point perspective, 3-point perspective, worm view, bird's eye view, different terminologies, zenith as well as nadar. These are the two terms and conditions, two terms for the perspective that I will show. I am speaking this way because I am not interested to make this video larger and larger. So now there is a homework for you. You just try this and solve these questions and comment me the answer copy of PDF copy of this and your answer to me by through mail or through WhatsApp. My WhatsApp detail and my email address is given. You will get through this channel as well as during any video you will see, you will get my contact details. So just share the video, and subscribe the channel for more such fruitful videos. I am always be with you. I am always support you. You just send me whatever your queries are there. I will try to solve all the queries. Thank you for watching the video. If you like it, please do share it and subscribe the channel for more such video. And don't forget to attend the free live session on 9th October 2020 at 7 PM IST. So thank you. Good day. Enjoy the things.